Hello and welcome everyone to another great chess lecture brought to you by Chess.com. I am Daniel Rensch, and today we are going to continue our study of the isolated queen pawn and all that is. We've basically reached a point here where it's time to start looking at some practical examples. We've looked at some really good attacking examples, playing with the isolated queen pawn, all the different patterns and formations and ways to bring our pieces toward the king side. We've looked at a lot of different examples there in the first few videos. Then we sort of made a role reversal and we transitioned into looking at not necessarily the black side, it could be black or white, but looking at the opposite side of playing against the isolated queen pawn, the positional plans, the things you need to be aware of in terms of how to really take advantage of the isolated queen pawn and how to truly make it a weakness, and most importantly, how to limit your opponent's counterplay. So without repeating myself as I tend to do and talking about all the ideas I've already taught you, hopefully you've looked at those videos, and hopefully you're now watching this video, which is titled Practical Examples, because we are going to be reviewing a wonderful practical example between Kamsky back in his days when he was still competing for the World Championship on a consistent basis before he retired and did whatever he did for 10 years and then decided he needed to play chess again and came back. But anyway, this is a match that he played against Karpov. I guess those of you who've been around long enough know that not that long ago, I guess about almost 15 years ago now, maybe 14 years ago, back in '96, he played a FIDE World Championship match against Karpov to challenge Karpov for the title. Back when the organizations were split, you had the PCA, the Professional Chess Players Association, and Kasparov and all of his goons in the politics, and then you had Karpov and all of his goons in the politics. It's wonderful, isn't it? The world of chess politics. Anyway. But back in that day, Kamsky was challenging Karpov, while at the same time, I think just a little bit previously, Anand had lost a match to Kasparov for the World Championship. That was the famous match where Kasparov used the dragon so many times. But anyway, enough with the chess history lesson, along to our isolated queen pawn lecture today. And this is a famous game, so whether you know this game from maybe you've studied isolated queen pawns before, or you know this game because you've seen the match or whatever, but it's a really important game in terms of showing the technique of how to play against an isolated queen pawn, how to limit your opponent's counterplay, and also be accurate in your approach and not falling for the trap of capturing that isolated queen pawn too early and giving your opponent unnecessary counterplay. And anyway, enough said. Let's get through the opening here. I've talked a few times about not a Sicilian. I'm used to playing black in this position. Anyway, I've talked about this position a few times in terms of that the pawn structure, the isolated queen pawn structure, is reached through so many different openings. And here we see it reached through a pretty standard opening, and that is the Panov-Botvinnik attack against the Carol Khan. Karpov is black here. Kamsky is white.
We hope you enjoyed this video demo from Chess.com. Subscribe today to finish this video and get unlimited access to our full video library. Your membership also includes access to Chess Mentor, the most advanced interactive training tool available anywhere. You'll also get full access to the Opening Explorer, Tactics Trainer, and much, much more. So sign up today and get serious about improving your game.